Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2, the Elder Kings mod, where we are playing as Emperor Theodore Cassander V of Tamriel. Well, folks, they've been a thorn in our side for centuries, the Pyandonian raiders, who have attempted to sack the capital, and in some cases successfully sacked it more times than I can count. They have been a scourge, a plague, that has affected our empire for far too long. Well, today we have the cure for that plague, and that plague is sending a huge army at it and conquering it. So the whole disease metaphor is kind of falling apart here. The point is, I'm going to conquer Pyandonea, and the Pyandonians are not going to be able to stop me, because these two forces I have total more than their total force. Although not by all that much. But I have a feeling we have quality on our side as well. So we are going to Warlord conquer Pyandonea. And this should be the last truly great war, truly sizable war we fight in this series. And the Seishi kingdoms look powerful, though. I wonder if that's not worth an attempt. I really would welcome your feedback on this. If you're sick of this series and want me to end it once I actually encompass all of Tamriel, please let me know. But if you would like to see me take on the to give those snake men what's for, I'd be down with that too. But I've got other ideas, even within Elder Kings, of what to do next in CK2. And in other Paradox games as well. So, I have no problem with moving on. Ah, the Dancing Plague. I'd forgotten that was in the Elder that was in Elder Kings 2, as well as in the base game. Yeah. Where's the Dancing Plague? Yeah, it's happening in Somerset. Ah, so there's the bulk of their army coming to attack me right there. We have a defensive bonus in the mangrove swamps. And they don't have any commanders. This may not have been wise of them. So yeah, we've completely sacked their capital, or taken it. Looking for less well-fortified territories, so I can assault them, rather than, you know, waiting an eternity to siege them down. Okay, 100% Pyandonea is ours. We've accomplished what Tiber Septim could not. Of course, helped that Orgnum's been dead for centuries. Yes, but it appears that all we could do was to vassalize her, rather than taking anything she held directly. which I'm not sure why that was the case, but oh well. Any case, I'm going to be dealing with bringing as many home as I dare from Pyandonea. Get ready to finish up Vardenfell and the rest of our de jure territories, and that will be it for Tamriel. So yes, Theodore the Finisher. The one who did the job. Okay, and just so we don't forget Castle Volkihar, which has been out of the hands of House Volkihar for a while now, but and as soon as I take care of Alaka Revolt number 19, anyway, I don't know when they'll both get there. Hopefully both at the same time. But, yeah, only we have the numbers for this. It's a big risk of a lot of men, but it looks like we've paid off. We've become a more proficient commander as well. And it would appear, yeah, Iola had another daughter. But yeah, Castle Volkihar is quite an impressive fortification indeed. So we're just going to need to sit on that for a while. So, now we are secretly Cult of Azura, which allows us to make use of Azura's star once again. Well, we've also torn down the statue that this dude built of himself. And that'll do it for Volkihar. Next, we'll take Roskria, and then I think Kathnokwe, just so we have something to give to Gorin's children, Gorin's Chimeri children.
One of the last pieces of de jure territory that belong to our empire is Roskria. So we're gonna go after that now. They've got quite a few men, I think, for you know, a duchy of that size. Not compared to us, but yeah. Gonna just take that from them. Be something to give to a family member, I think.
Ah, now we are a mystic. Frankly, it seems as though that should be our cognomen. Theodore the Mystic, as opposed to Theodore the Wise again, because there's already been a Theodore the Wise.
Yes, the Roskrians will fight valiantly with all they have, but it isn't going to be enough. Not for our legions.
Oh, that is a high plot strength for killing this Roskrian leader. The exploding poop one is kind of a favorite of mine. Okay, and he died in the poop explosion. Excellent. And now we have a good old Nine Divines leader in Roskria, instead of a Daedra worshipper. Well, I say this as a Daedra worshipper myself, but I mean, he was a Namira worshipper. Namira is one of the bad ones. Besides which, I got nothing against the Nine Divines. One of them is my ancestor. I'm doing this all for Talos, baby. Good old Teddy 2. In the meantime, let's make good on our promise to Rosa Cassandra. Make her the Duchess of Cathnaquay. And invade the rest of Cathnaquay as well. Make her the Queen. And I think once we do that, that'd be a good place to end this episode, possibly this series. Again, all dependent on your feedback. If you'd like to see me try and invade Akavir, let me know.
And that does it for Cathnaquay. Of course, I think for the sake of it, I should finish off the territory I have left to conquer in Tamriel. Maybe get one of the other islands first, and leave it there just before I start invading Akavir proper. I think that's a better leaving point for the end of this episode, so, yeah, false alarm, we're not quite done yet. Stay tuned, folks.
So, let's get to it, won't we? Invasion of the islands. Actually, let's land not so directly. Land to cut them off. Let's bring the other army over as well. These boys will be more than enough. The Siege of Nod. I wonder what the source of this particular Akavir and the islands map is. It's a pretty good one. You know, once you get used to Akavir just not being a single mass. Oh, he's gained Brave. Excellent. That is awesome. Just everything keeps coming up Theodore. But he's lost the trait diligent. Stinks for education-wise, but oh well. Huh, so it looks like the Kamal have unified into one kingdom, one empire. That's interesting. It'd be problematic if we weren't still as powerful as we are. In the second era of the game's timeline, the Kamal invaded Skyrim and caused a lot of trouble before being put down by an alliance of Argonians, Nords, and Dunmer. So, yeah, I suspect that's not happening, but still. Alright, we have now conquered the islands. But yeah, there's the islands. We have to take care of these revolters too. Slightly annoying, but that's how it goes. So, now that we have conquered all of the intermediate islands, that leads us only to land in northern Akavir proper. Now, I think the canonical place where Uriel V landed was about here, given the description of the geography that's given in Disaster at Ionith. But given where the islands are, I'm going to start here in the north, because, you know, I mean, Uriel lost, and we don't want to lose. So, let's do the thing that will make us not lose. Although, hoo boy, those are a lot of dudes they've got. We will need to face off against a defensive pact as well. Theodore might actually end up being the best of the three children I have. Before I forget, let's take care of Vardenfell. Well, we now have somebody trying to declare on Inslee. Okay, they're attacking into Sadrith Mora, but they were crossing at the wrong time. Well, they were. Any time at all would be a bad time to cross when you have only barely more troops than the defenders do. But still, maybe could have waited for those extra 3,000 men. So, there's Vardenfell. Gonna get these folks over to Necrom. Take the last bit of Morrowind we haven't taken yet. I am not, at present, interested in Yokuda or Admora. Just Akavir right now, so... So let's finish the temple, won't we?
It seems fitting that the last battle of the Tribunal Temple, and indeed of all of Tamriel, should happen here in Necrom, the city of the dead. It seemed poetic to me, anyway, and it's also considered to be like one of the far corners of Tamriel. It's an expression from Daggerfall to Necrom. So, the final corner is the final corner we have conquered. Anyway, let's cure her typhoid.
Right, so there's the entirety of Tamriel proper. And now that I have built an army headquarters and shifted my military obligations toward primarily being retinue-based, I can build a much, much bigger retinue, which is, good. I'll be much less dependent on, let's say, on so many mercenaries for any future conquests I may be planning. Really, this is more how the Empire should do it, to have their legions.
So, that will do it for this episode. If you would like to see more than just one more, let me know, but there will be at least one more. At the very least, a summary of where I will be once we reach the end of the footage I've recorded. But whatever occurs, it's going to have to wait at least 2 more days. So, until then, I have been Maricotti, you have been you. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.